lined a couple guys up and gone after a couple guys blocking wise. What kind of mentality does he have even when he doesn't have the ball in his hands?
He loves football. And he's tough. He's not the weight that he will be someday, but he packs a good punch for where he's at. He's not going to back down to anybody, and so when he gets a chance to get a block or whatever, he's not going to shy from it. Obviously we have to keep working on technique and fundamentals of pass pro, just like we do with all our guys, but. When I saw that live, I'm like, it didn't surprise me because I just know he loves to play and he's going to protect his teammates and do everything he can to help out to get his scores.
Has it gotten easier just having this two-man rotation for you, just to manage and get a feel of a game, to knowing that you just had to work in two guys versus maybe three?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we dealt with what we dealt with at the beginning, trying to get the right rotation. Sometimes it takes a little time to get it right. Obviously, it just happened the way it did, and now we have a really good two-man rotation with Wyatt and Will Bond as the next guys up. But we got a nice little 1-2 punch going, and they complement each other, different styles. But at the end of the day, they've been running hard, and we got to continue to keep getting better. And last week is last week. We got to be ready for Bethune this week.
When you're on the road recruiting, whether it's backs or junior college players or whoever it is, how often does Adrian come up, and what sort of piece is he in the recruiting puzzle?
Well, we're always marketing, what we're doing, right, and then some of the young players that we have that, hey, here's an opportunity to come in. We just need a few more pieces. So that's a big marketing piece. Adrian is find me a better freshman quarterback in the country than that guy, and he's only getting better and better each week. So, we have a lot to sell here for many reasons, but a lot of our young pieces that we have in place is big in recruiting, and the guys see it. We've been close in a lot of these games. A couple we've obviously haven't, but guys aren't really looking at our record. They're looking at what the future holds and how much better we're getting, and so that's really helped us. I think right now in recruiting, we have to obviously finish strong, but recruiting is a lifeblood of your program, whether it's scholarship guys or we have to continue to bust our rears in the walk-on program because I think there's some good kids that are out there that are in this state or regionally that can come here and really get in our program and prosper.
And Nebraska hasn't had a 1,000-yard back since 2014. It's looking like Devine's got a pretty good chance. First of all, were you surprised when you saw that stat when you got back here? And I know you don't get caught up probably in stats, but just the perception of getting that back to where it needs to be with the production of the running back here, how big is that for you in the big picture?
Well, it really is. When we took this job and Coach Frost wanted me to be the running backs coach, I know what that position entails historically here. Obviously, a lot of great players and a lot to uphold. So one of the first things is we got to get that position back where it is a strength on this football team. I would argue to say, or it'd be hard to argue that I think right now that both those guys are playing at a high level in terms of working hard and doing everything they can to help our football team. And so they know that. We're going to continue to push them we're not satisfied with anything, and Devine knows and Mo knows and all of them know when that clock hits zero, then it starts over for the next week because you're only as good as your last game.
You guys were really able to keep the foot on the gas in that first half for the first time all year. How much does that kind of play into that mantra of no fear of failure?
Well, every time we go out there is another opportunity with our guys to go through all the scenarios that can happen in a game. We obviously got up, 28-0 or whatever it was, and then they kind of came back, got it to 28-22. And I think, right now, a carpe diem moment was that drive where we went down and scored again when they had just scored, to make it 28-22. It could have been, well, here we go again, 3 and out, get the ball, they go score, now they take the lead. No, we just said, you know what, we're not going to let it happen. We're going to take this thing and control it, and that's what our guys did, and it paid off. But we're going to be in a lot of different scenarios the last part of this season, and so every scenario we get with our guys is awesome because it's another teachable moment.
And on that drive, Mo had a couple long runs. How much confidence did he show you just on that drive alone in a big spot?
Well, I looked at him. I said, all right, let's go. I need a play. And the first play was our mid-zone play where he ripped for 25 yards or whatever it was. But again, him and Divine, they're ready for the moment whenever it is. But for him to be a freshman and play at that level, and he just keep getting better and better and better. It just takes time, He wasn't here in the summer, and then we've just kind of built him up. And but he's an asset to us, obviously moving forward.